How was the work today in the stadium?
It wasn't bad. You know, there wasn't as much juice as I would have liked, but anytime we can get into the full team stuff like that, and the more situations we can get, it's only going to be better for us. Both sides. Us calling it, not scripting any of it, and playing the game. So we got a lot of situations out there, and some kids make some plays, and so it's always good when you get to go in the stadium.
Is that the easiest way to notice differences between like the quarterbacks is in a
I think
situation?
So. I think with everybody, but mostly the quarterback, yes. But receivers knowing the down and distance when it's 3rd and 5 to getting your depth, don't run a 4-yard route, get tackled, and you got to punt. Yeah, there's just so many situations that you get out of there. 2nd and 1, you know, are we going to throw a shot? What kind of deep are our corners thinking of? Is it a shot play, or is it, you know, run, get the first down and go? So you can get a lot from there. And then you get your red zone work, you get your 3rd down work, so you kind of get everything.
Have you all settled on kind of a spring game format, and is it hard when your numbers are a little bit down?
I don't know, and yes, meaning that's not my deal, and yes, it is when you don't have a lot of depth in your spring. But it's like that every year. You know, it's a hard deal. Spring games are tough, but you manage it and you go.
It sounded like Marty was pretty happy with the offense Saturday or Friday as a scrimmage. What was the difference between the first scrimmage and the second scrimmage?
We competed. You know, we competed and we made plays. You know, we only turned the ball over one time, and it was on an exchange, which was really disheartening. But I thought we completed. I mean, we completed some passes that we didn't. The receivers really did a nice job. The quarterbacks, I thought their targets were a lot better. Gave them a chance, and I thought we ran the ball physically. You know, but we got a long way to go. You know, the great thing about it is that we've been going back and forth. This is team. You know, it's one heartbeat, and I know they're competing and all that, and they're getting after it, but, you know, it's nice now here at the end. Let's bring it together, and as long as we continue to get better, you know, we got a chance. And I think the last 3 practices for sure we have at least taken a step if we feel like we're growing.
What do you think the biggest difference is between those 2 scrimmages? One you were really disappointed in, and the last one you were
I think Coach called them out a little bit. Just we weren't. I didn't think we were competing, and we weren't to our standard. Our standard has to be that every day you go out and the ball's in the air, you got to compete. And up front, we've got to be physical. And as a running back, we've got to make sure that we're efficient in the run game. And the 2 yards when you get tackled, you get a profile tackle on half a man, and we get 5. We did that on Friday, and so I think that's it. You know what? I loved it. Coach called them all out, and but they responded, and that's a great thing.
I know you still have a couple more times out on the field, but do you think you've gotten out of the spring what you needed to?
Yes, really excited. I think we did a really good job as a coaching staff in terms of offensively of not getting ahead of ourselves and throwing a bunch out there. You know, we really just needed to get better at the basics. You know, you're in the 3rd year of this thing. You can draw up plays all day long, but if you can't execute your first day stuff, you're not going to be very good. And part of our MO is inconsistency. So we wanted to get away from that. And so now we've put 4 days together, and we haven't done that in a long time. You know, just where it was consistent, you know, and they're going to make plays on defense. But it's at times where you don't make a play and everybody goes in the tank. And then it just starts, it's a downhill spiral dive, and nobody's, it hasn't been like that in the last, 4 practices, and that's a great thing to see.
Has that been the biggest difference between this spring and the other previous 2?
I think so. You know, I really do. I think that we're now, they know what to do, and they're playing faster, and we're playing with better tempo.
You talked about explosive plays at the very beginning of this spring. Have you seen more of those? Have you seen what you're looking for?
We have. Yeah, we hit that goal. We weren't even close the first scrimmage. This one we did. And we hit it with both groups. So that's a good thing. And this first thing I addressed after it was that we did get that done because that we've got to be better that way. It'll help everything. You know, we've got to be able to on first down. We've got to be able to throw the ball down the field and throw and catch. So.
How are things going with Gunner and Terry?
Fantastic, great competition. You know, I love watching them together. All of them, they're, and one day one will have the hot hand, the other one will have the hot hand, and I think what we have to get there is again them playing the game like we're doing now has helped them immensely over the last 4 weeks. So I love it. It's going to be an awesome fight.
What are
Speaking
your
of that competition, do you think the back and forth of the defense and offense is just going to make for a more exciting and for the fans, more exciting blue and white game?
That's done. One team, one heartbeat. One team, one heartbeat.
Where do you want to see Benny, or where did you want to see Benny improve this spring? How much better do you think he could still be, and what are the places that you sort of charged him with getting better?
Well, the great thing is that the coach always talks about if you think you've arrived, you're in trouble. And sometimes all of them, not just Benny, but they do. They think that they've arrived and they're good. Benny can get back really quick. And I thought he's had a really good spring. I think we can continue to get better at our pass protection. But the rest of it, he's been doing really well. You know, and then sometimes just not getting ahead of himself and not having a mental error because of getting overexcited and something happening and somebody getting after him and maybe getting under his skin. We got to be able to handle that too.
Aside from taking care of the ball, which I know is obviously your number one goal, what are your expectations and kind of goals for Friday night?
Number one, take care of the ball always. Play the game. No sacks. You know, quarterbacks get rid of the ball. Know when the pocket's collapsing and get rid of the thing. It's going to be a very vanilla. Anyway, it's not going to be a lot going on. But saying that, let's execute. You know, let's be physical up front. Let's run the ball. I was excited about A.J. Rose on Friday. I thought A.J. played as good as he's played since he's been here. Now, can he do that again tomorrow and the next day and the next day? That's what we got to see. But I sure did like the way he ran the football. So, yeah, just basically execution.
Specifically for the quarterbacks, how much weight do you put into their spring game performance?
0.00.
Do you want to get them both, first Gunner and Terry? Would you like to give them both first team?
We've done
reps?
that all spring. Every rep, every team, they're getting like that. But, and going back to, yeah, we want to be successful. I want them both to complete and go 17 for 17. That would be great. But, you know, you want to see when the lights are on too. You want to see how they're going to react, right? You know, last year I think Gunner came out and had a great spring game, you know, so let's do it again. But yeah, it does. I was being smart. It matters. It all matters. Every rep matters.
Is there a guy or two on your side of the ball who has been consistently kind of standing out throughout this?
George Asafo, been awesome. Really working hard, being a good leader. I think on the other side too. I think Landon has too. Those two tackles. We're getting better play out of our receivers. They're starting to compete and make plays, and that's good to see. We don't call them young anymore. They're now veterans, and they've got to play like a veteran.
Will Benny play Friday?
Absolutely. He played Friday.
Everybody good?